which is usually thrown by the bride's father, which is a feast of meat and their country liquor, lungi. The best thing about Kuki community is that they neither encourage nor practice child marriage. Child marriage is totally non-existent in their tribe. The birth of a newborn is marked as an auspicious occasion in the Kuki community. Generally, whenever a kid is born, a special ritual takes place. This ritual takes place on the third day from the birth, if it is a boy, or on the fifth day, if it is a girl. This ritual is performed by the mother of the child, who feeds her child from her mouth, similar to that of how birds feed their children. This ritual is then usually followed by a big feast thrown by the child's parents. However, this mouth-to-mouth ritual is very rare. Kukis love their children very much, like others. The exposition of such tender affection is very much visible while the mother lulls her baby by singing lullabies. Though they cannot provide the modern cradle, here the purest love of the mother overflows with her own effort. A traditional cloth has been fixed up. The baby enjoys it. The mother sets her traditional tune. This practice has been going on from the time immemorial. The children in the Kuki community grow up playing around the elderly of their villages and learning their socio-economic values from them. When girls come off the age of puberty, a ritual is performed by the Uchai, where the girl is given a breast cloth to wear. This ceremony is done by sacrificing a pig to their deity, which ensures the fertility and well-being of the girl. The Kukis are highly superstitious and believe in the power of Ayurveda. They perform their animalistic rites on the basis of their superstitions. Kukis believe, besides their deity protecting them, there also exist evil spirits and demonic power around them, which tend to harm them and their families. Hence, they offer animal sacrifices to settle the bloodlust of those evil spirits and keep themselves and their families safe. They believe in natural sounds and noises like the thundering of clouds or gushing of winds as the bearer of good luck, misfortune or epidemic. Kukis depend on Ayurveda and their knowledge of using herbs and plants to cater to any disease or prevailing ailments. They have their Achai, their village fortune teller, and also their Ayurveda and herbal medicine expert. Patain is the supreme god of Kukis, who is responsible for both the good and bad of the community. The village priest who worships Patain is known as Thiampan or Jaland. In the month of April and May, during P.D.R.K, the Kukis worship their deity, seeking his blessings for the well-being of mankind and their community. They sacrifice goats and buffaloes and arrange for a feast. Besides Patain, Kukis also worship other deities like Shiva, Rodon, Dairoli, Jum deity, etc. Kukis were primarily Hindus. The Kukis are much organized and have their own social and village administration. Their village chief is called Sangaltong, who is elected by the consent of the elderly people of the village. The chief works as the village supreme and the villagers as his followers. During any dispute, the chief's decision is final, and the villagers are to go by the orders of their chief. Every Kuki village has an Uzir or the Kuki Raja, who is the subordinate of the village chief. The Kuki Raja uses the word Lal before his name to make his dignity and his position in the village. Generally, the use of the word Lal is hereditary and used by the family of the Kuki Raja. The Lal has the power to meet up all sorts of disputes and also imposes fines on the offenders. They are also responsible to ensure the peacekeeping in their village. The dexterous Kuki males prioritize the bamboo almost in all events of their life. Bamboo has been a symbol of power, love, sacrifice to God and goddesses. Both the males and females used to spend a good amount of time in games and sports, but also with the bamboos. Truly speaking, bamboo accelerates their gusto and livestock too. The Kukis, being extremely superstitious, believe in the afterlife or the life after death. When a man or a woman in their community dies, their death is mourned by beating a drum and kasha. The drum and the kasha are also beaten so as to inform the people in the nearby areas about the demise of the person. Then all the villagers and the family members of the dead gather around the porch in the courtyard and pay their homage and condolences to the deceased. The dead body is then well dressed with fine clothes and jewelry, and his or her favorite equipment and tools are kept beside him or her with their favorite food and drinks, and of course, langi. Food and drinks given to the dead signify the well-being of the soul as it makes its long journey to the afterlife and to the eternal world. If the village Lal or Raja dies, he is buried with the rest of the other warriors of the tribe with whom he used to hunt or fight wars. After the burial is done, a feast is thrown by the family of the dead, remembering him and offering their homage.